Ram shivered. The German night was cold, biting. Snow crunched under his boots. He pulled his coat tighter, a sigh escaping his lips, a white puff in the freezing air. Then he saw it, a flicker of orange light through the trees. Curiosity piqued. Ram walked towards the light. As he moved closer, the sound of crackling flames and hushed voices reached him. A small group huddled around a bonfire, their faces illuminated by the dancing flames. They looked like they were in some trouble. Ram hesitated, unsure whether to approach. But the cold was unforgiving, and the promise of warmth drew him in. He stepped into the circle of light, his shadow stretching long and thin behind him. The group turned, their eyes wary, faces hidden in the shadows. "Excuse me," Ram began, his breath misting in the air. "I saw your fire and, well, it's freezing. Do you mind if I—" He trailed off, feeling suddenly self-conscious under their intense gazes. The group exchanged uneasy glances. One of them, a woman with tired eyes and a red scarf pulled tight around her face, spoke in broken English. "We escaped." Ram frowned, confused. "Escaped? From where?" A man with a wild beard and haunted eyes leaned forward. "Prison," he whispered, his voice raspy. "We are running." Ram's heart pounded. He had stumbled upon a group of escaped convicts. Panic welled up inside him. He took a step back, his mind racing. He had to get away. Call the police. I need to go," Ram stammered, turning back towards the darkness. He didn't run, not wanting to alarm them, but his steps were hurried. The crunch of snow under his boots seemed deafening in the silence. As soon as he was out of sight, Ram broke into a run. He fumbled for his phone, his fingers numb with cold and fear. He dialed the emergency number, his heart pounding in his chest. "Police! I found some people in the woods. They said they escaped from prison." Ram gasped, trying to catch his breath. They said they were running." The operator's voice was calm and reassuring. "We understand, sir. Can you tell us your location?" Ram relayed his location, his voice trembling as he described the group by the fire. He stayed on the line, following the operator's instructions, his eyes constantly scanning the dark woods around him. Minutes later, the sound of sirens pierced the night. Police cars screeched to a halt, their flashing lights painting the snow with red and blue. Officers swarmed out, their expressions grim. Ram pointed them in the direction of the fire, but when they reached the clearing, it was empty. The fire had died down, leaving only smoldering embers and a lingering smell of smoke. The group had vanished. One of the officers approached Ram, holding up a small, shimmering object. It was a diamond necklace, sparkling in the light of the police car's headlights. "Found this in your pocket, sir. Recognize it?" Ram stared at the necklace, a knot forming in his stomach. He had never seen it before. But then, he noticed a small crimson stain on one of the diamonds. It was the same shade as the blood on the news report about the murdered socialite. The escaped prisoners were not who they seemed, and neither was he.